All right, everybody, welcome to D's Game Zone. Today we're going to be going over the Midtown Con at the Black Lodge on North Cleveland Street and here in Memphis, Tennessee, where it was a good time, real good time. It was my first actual little comic convention where we stopped at this first stand where they had the Memphis wrestling vendors set up. And man, I ain't gonna lie, they had some good stuff. Like, I like this Worm t-shirt. Want to see the Worm? Kind of made me think about Scotty 2 Hotty right there. And then this other shirt, the Memphis Wrestling Rules, I kind of like that one because it kind of reminds me of the Hollywood Hulk Hogan Rules shirt, but like with the Memphis span on it. And then also, I didn't know that the CEO of Memphis Wrestling was going to be there, and I actually got to meet him. And there he is, Dustin Starr. Like, I didn't want to have his phone all shining in his face, but cool dude. So yeah, that was a cool experience right there, getting to meet my first wrestling, promoter, CEO, So yeah, that was a real cool experience. Then we had Harley Quinn over here on skates, and then yeah, that was cool right there. I liked the Bad Baby Vegeta. And then this guy right here had a stand where he customized Chuck Taylors with different kind of anime art, and I found that real cool, and I liked it that. And there's one booth she had like some, scents, kind of like Bath and Body Works, it's kind of cool. And then we had stopped at this other stand. There's Waldo. Then we had stopped at this other stand and looked around for a while. It was kind of cool. They had a lot of plush toys, a lot of action figures, a lot of vintage action figures at that. Then they had a nacho stand bar where they had a good, bar for if you want to get something to drink. Then what caught my eye right here was the design of this. Like, the design of these artworks is kind of cool. Kind of got like a cyberpunk vibe to it. Kind of remind me, this picture right here kind of remind me of Raven off Teen Titans. Like when she get mad and all four of her eyes like open. And this shirt right here, this was a cool kind of cyberpunk-esque shirt. It kind of reminded me of the character Kiwi of Cyberpunk with the mouthpiece and everything like that. But yeah, this vendor had like some cool artwork for some good prices. We end up eventually getting a shirt, some wristbands, and 2 posters. Yeah, so that's some good artwork that's going to be framed up. So yeah, check that out. Then we head over to another vendor where we saw some little plushies and all that type stuff, teddy bears, action figures. I kind of peeped the One Punch Man, and they wanted $35 for it. I was like, whoa, that's kind of steep. So kind of had to ease off that table. Then went over to another table, kind of caught my attention. They had the Pikachu Dream Catcher, and I was like, that's interesting. Never saw that before. And then another thing I liked the Mandalorian and the Mighty Ducks pixel art that they had at the bottom. And they also had that interesting lightsaber that I thought was like the metal material, but actually it just was a normal plastic lightsaber. Then I finally found some games. Games. That's what we're here for, these Game Zone. They had some very, cool titles, and I didn't know Fortnite had a CD form. So, yeah. So much for digital versus physical on that. But they had a good, awesome little game, retro. But this Street Fighter Anniversary Collection that's running for $18 kind of caught my attention. And the guy wanted $35 for it. I don't know what was going on. 35 was the magic number for that day. But besides that, I didn't really catch nothing else. But the PSV 1000 caught my eye over there on the side. I have the 2000 model, so I'll eventually add the 1000 to the collection. Then they had some manga books as well. There's Waldo again popping up.
I guess there's Waldo.
And I noticed there were a lot of rare collectible action figures there that I didn't know was so expensive and so, sought after until I talked to one of the vendors and he told me like, yeah, this action figure is actually going for like a couple $100. And I was like, man, hey, if they like it, I love it, but I don't think I'll shell out a couple $100 for some toys. That's my opinion. And then finally back over to the game section. So saw some games. KOTOR 2 had that in the collection. They had a couple copies of Halo 2. That was cool. Then went on through that. Saw Jade Empire, normal copy. I said, okay. And I was really on a mission looking for original Xbox games. Splinter Cell, that was a good one. So they really didn't have too much out of the ordinary. I was kind of looking for like some like Raw 2, like some wrestling titles. That's really what I got my eyes on right now, for some wrestling titles for my original Xbox, and probably a few more Mortal Kombat games. So yeah, they had a few nice selection, but the next thing that caught me off guard was this Itachi poster. Man, and they wanted $140 for it, and I couldn't blame them. And the Mandalorian artwork, and I think this one, the old man who fought in the Baki anime. But this Itachi poster, man, GOAT status. I can't say how GOAT that poster is right there. And he wanted $120 for the old man poster, and another $120 for the Mandalorian. So it was kind of priced good. And then I saw the Harley Quinn and the laughing Joker. All those were good pictures, good paintings. That he sold those for his smaller ones for $25, and I think he had a deal, buy two get one free. So yeah. Also, be guys looking out for the Fantasy Wars at the Black Lounge on April 30th. And if you liked the video, let me know down in the comment of the video what was your favorite part of the convention. And make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, because it does help out. And like I always say, you could be spending your time somewhere else, but thank you for spending it here with me. Until next time, you've been in D's Game Zone.